Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Ohayo gozaimasu. It gives me great pleasure to join you in this prestigious Nikkei Forum, which has now gone through 30 years or 3 decades of extensive discussions and discourse among captains of industry, regional leaders, and policymakers. So it is self-evident that policymaking in the 2020s and beyond cannot be divorced from careful considerations of circumstances around 3 global megatrends: geopolitics, digitalisation, and climate change. That's why we have unveiled policy frameworks in this regard. Our Malaysia Madani framework outlines strategies to drive sustainable and inclusive development. At the core is the importance of not just raising the ceiling for real GDP growth in the range of 5 to 5.6% per annum, but also raising the floor. First quarter this year we achieved 4.2, which is quite remarkable in the climate of stagnation and sluggishness in the world economy. So we align closely with Prime Minister Kishida's new form of capitalism policy, underscoring the deep connection and shared aspirations between Malaysia and Japan. The second major policy that we have introduced there is the new Industrial Master Plan, which represents whole of government approach to industrial policy. And this I must commend the collaboration with Japanese companies, including strategic sectors such as semiconductors and steel. Finally, the National Energy Transition Roadmap, Malaysia's comprehensive strategy to ensure that the country meets its commitment to achieving net zero emissions as early as 2050. This warrants that we operationalize initiatives in energy efficiency, renewable energy, hydrogen, green infrastructure, carbon capture, utilization, and storage to build Malaysia's climate resistance. And again, I must comment, in my session, in the briefing last night, I'm meeting captains of industry from Japan who have placed major interest in having Malaysia as a hub in this regard. So these strategic blueprints are indicative of Malaysia's role in building Asian leadership in the economic, digital, and sustainability. Uncertainty abroad has only solidified our resolve. So we take a more optimistic view. People talk about crises, unending, unprecedented, expressing their concern about what's happening in the United States towards the end of the year. But we take a more optimistic view. And we have seen the ingenuity of our people, our professionals, our industry to overcome this. But using our regional, sub-regional, and regional strength instead of being too particularly disturbed and obsessed by developments abroad, which we have limited capability to try and resolve. Malaysia accepts that we are an emerging economy, relatively smaller country. We are, of course, determined to express our views, frankly, openly, as an independent country. But we understand that these are somewhat unsurmountable, not easy to resolve, but it would not stop us from focusing on the economy, trade, and investments, notwithstanding the differences I've alluded to.